All right, we just pulled into the parking lot and to do the check, and they're over there cleaning the van. That's a good sign. We definitely needed it cleaned up. We're gonna go in here and get the final verdict. When you come in, you try to get a read on the face. How are you, sir?
Very good. And you?
I'm doing good, I hope. Is good news or bad news?
Here.
Hello.
You speak French?
No.
Merci, bonsoir, bonjour.
For the level,
Okay,
it's good.
okay,
To put again for the try.
okay.
But for the turbo here.
Don't forget your bag.
Oh yeah.
We took out
Yeah.
all of these again to see
The turbo?
what was the problem here. But now we didn't take out the turbo yet.
Yes.
Okay. We checked all over here.
Yeah.
We didn't see a
No problem.
problem here
No problem.
against. Okay. But we can.
By now, you guys are full aware that I've been extremely concerned about not only finding a mechanic and also finding the parts here in Conakry, but also finding somebody that I had the confidence that could do the job and to give me a thumbs up when we leave here so we don't have to deal with breakdowns down the road. So it was really refreshing to come in and have to see all the work that was underway, to be able to talk to the head mechanic, to be able to see the work that's being done, and to sort of get the initial diagnostic. Now, they weren't as far along as I had hoped, but there was a lot of sort of work to be done to figure out everything I needed. And so we're going to give them a little bit of time and come back tomorrow when they have a chance to do the full diagnostic. So back to the hotel,
What do you think, huh,
back to
Bubba?
the kiddies, and back to Snow to give them the news.
Today's a big day. We're here in Conakry. We've been here over a week, and obviously we've gotten some other visas, which has been a positive. And Seta Motors has done a full diagnostic on the van. We were over there yesterday, and they had already taken the wheels off and were evaluating the brakes. Once we left there, they were going to go through the engine and all that stuff. They were going to come up with a list of parts and a quote. I am going to be flying to Paris to get a new turbo booster, a air intake hose, and whatever else I need. And you guys might be thinking, why in the heck are you flying Paris? Can't you get the parts shipped in? And I don't know if it's due to customs or what, supply chain issues, but there's a 3-week lead time to get a booster here and the air intake, and it's also a lot more expensive than I can get in Paris. So if I fly up there, get the parts, for example, and come back, it's a third of the time, less than a third of the time, and probably a little bit less than a third of the price, including the hotel and airline. So as you guys probably know, time is the essence because of rainy season, and so we need to get this van fixed and back on the road. So anyway, right now I'm going back up to Seta Motors, and I'm gonna try to find out, I'm gonna get a parts list of what they discovered with the engine, with the turbo booster, with all the other stuff, the brake evaluation, the full diagnostic. I'm gonna get the results and see what it's gonna take to put this beast back together. And our fingers are crossed. I will be flying out on Thursday, returning on Sunday which means they'll have the parts first thing Monday morning. We're hoping to be back on the road Wednesday or Thursday of next week. There's a lot of hoping, wishing, fingers crossed, all that stuff between here and there, and a lot of logistics that need to be worked out. So that's what I'm going to be working on. But first things first, let's go to Seta Motors and find out what the dealio is. Oh, what an awesome team here. These guys are hooking us up. On Monday, they are going to get the work done, right?
Yes.
What is your name?
My name is Alpha.
Alpha, the beginning. And you are?
Antoine Fadi.
Antoine Fadi, and he is the big boss, and he's hooking us up. He gave us our number so Snow can call him while I go to France to get the spare parts. And you are?
Mr. Gallo.
Mr. Gallo?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much. Awesome. You guys are awesome.
It may not make sense, and it's hard to describe, but Conakry has changed so much in the time that we've been here in my mind. What started off as the unknown, intimidation, apprehension, and maybe even fear has turned rapidly into familiarization. As we've traveled these roads and through the markets and with multiple different drivers, I feel like I've gotten to know the city so much better, and the culture, and even the people. And I can see that they are just simply hardworking people, and we're commonly met with smiles and waves. And as I've talked to the drivers, they've assured me that really the crime in Conakry is not too bad, that there's sort of a vigilante justice that keeps people in line. And as we've traveled through the city, we haven't seen any form of violence, but we have definitely seen a strong military presence. But I have my work cut out for me. I gotta find all these parts in Europe and get them near the airport so I can fly up there, pick them up, and return back so we can get our van pieced back together.
All right, we are headed on a mission. I am going to Paris. So right now I'm in the evening traffic in Conakry, headed up to the airport. I have a red eye tonight, leaving from Conakry, going through, of all places, the capital of Mauritania, and then into Paris. I'll get there at 6 a.m. in the morning, so it is a legit red eye all night. But we are in rush hour traffic, and as you guys have come to know about Conakry, it is so colorful, so busy, and so active. But let's go through the airport. Hopefully we don't have any problems getting out of here, getting on a plane. We're supposed to get our parts from the van there. We've ordered them. The delivery service says they'll be there tomorrow. We've been waiting on the details, booked a flight earlier today, have a hotel in the airport. Hopefully the parts arrive. So I'm leaving Snow and the kiddies back at the hotel, Anomo, and then I turn around the next day, hop on a plane, and come on back to Conakry. So it's gonna be a whirlwind trip, but man, we have been anxiously awaiting the parts to fix the van. I've talked to the shop. They're on standby. Today is Monday. I told them I would get them the parts by Thursday. So that's the goal. We've got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to do to get there. But that's the goal, guys. Let's go do this. Is this only to the airport now? All right, I've been dropped off at the airport. We made it through the traffic. Our driver was pretty good and got us here. And now we're at the airport. There's a lot of smoke in the air. We came by the dump and they're burning a lot of rubbish. But let's go get checked into this flight. So we had to go through double security here after we boarded. Right before we boarded the plane, they had a whole nother line where they went through our bags again. We went through another while they wanted us with the metal detector. So I've been flying a lot. I've never done that. I don't know if that's because we're going to France or what that is. But anyway, we're about to get on the plane. Woo, we made it.
Pas oublier vos bagages.
The next station is Terminal 3, Roissy-Paul. A light here for trains to Paris and the bus station. Please make sure you take all your belongings.
All right, guys, just got some amazing news. Well, I got in at about 6 a.m. this morning, actually landed at 5:30. Security was a breeze, got right through there. I didn't have to check a bag. All I had was my overnight stuff. I came to my hotel. They allowed me to check in early, of course, for a fee, but I did have a beautiful buffet breakfast. I didn't film any of it because I was beat. I only got about an hour of sleep on the plane last night. I did get a few hours this morning, woke up and started tracking the package, and guess what? It's here. So my flight is scheduled to fly out tomorrow at 5:30. Now it's probably about noon here, so I'm going to check about unpacking this, trying to pack it back into a suitcase, my bags, and I'm gonna see if I can get an early flight out of here and make it back early. So the race is on. We got rainy season to beat, and I came a long way to get these parts, but the job's not done. I got to get them back. So let's go do this. Of course, when you see this big box, the first question is, will it fit in my luggage? I don't want to check a bag because, well, obviously, I don't want to have to deal with customs on the way back. So I got to carry all this back. I brought a couple backpacks. There should be 3 hoses. I think this will be the biggest and the toughest to carry. Ay vey. Here's the 3rd hose. We got some filters, we got some gaskets, and here's the big bad boy, the turbo. So anyway, let's get this opened up, see if we can get in a bag, see if we can get this figured out. Alright guys, you can see, here's the turbo out of the box, the gaskets. I'm not going to take this out of the package, maybe I should, but I want to keep the package intact so when those guys open it, we can make sure nothing's damaged and everything's complete. So I'm just going to do that, and yeah, try to figure out how to put this and my hoses in the deal. Alright guys, at the end, here's the supply run, the turbo booster, 3 new hoses, a bunch of gaskets and all that type of stuff that goes with it.
a couple new oil filters, another fuel filter. I already had some in the van, but I wanted to restock and replenish. So we're good to go with that. I can get air filters down there. They're big and bulky, so I opted not to get them up here. I need to see if I can get this in the bag and get down to the airport and see if I can get the flight changed. All right, I was able to get the turbo booster and the big tubing in that. I got the other tubing in this. Guys, I am good to go. Get my shoes and socks, get the rest of my personal stuff packed up, and I am going to try to catch this next flight. Wish me luck, fingers crossed. And by the way, this is a nice hotel room I had booked for the night. Give you a little look down here into the courtyard. Of course, it's at this airport, so it's a business hotel, but it's been really nice to catch a couple hours of sleep this morning. And I'll just give you a little look in here. Of course, there's a big bathtub in here, a big soaker tub, so I had a nice hot bath today. And well, it's just got a shower and a sink and all the other stuff. But we're on the road again. All right, just to put some things into context, I probably haven't been telling the story very well. It's been a little chaotic, but at 5:30 a.m. my plane landed, and in the dark, I walked up this sidewalk, checked in early to the hotel, grabbed breakfast, took a nap, woke up, started tracking the package. It arrived, got on the phone, changed my flight, and so I'm headed back to the airport and gonna try to get on another plane and head back. So just so you know, it was, I think, about an 8-hour flight plus the layover time in Mauritania. So I think I was about 10 hours on a plane yesterday, and I think I'm looking at somewhere like that today. This flight leaves at 5:30 p.m. here in France, and it's supposed to get there at 1:30 a.m. Back in Conakry tonight, or I guess that would be technically in the morning. So the adventure continues, guys, but we are definitely making progress towards getting the van back on the road. And right now, I don't want to get too excited, but I gotta be honest, I'm kind of walking on sunshine. And it is sunny out here in France today. When I arrived, it was cold this morning. It was probably, I don't know, in the low 40s Fahrenheit. So it's a bit chilly compared to what it is down in Africa. But it's warmed up with the sun a little bit. It's nice outside. I'm lugging all these heavy parts, so I'm breathing hard. But here's the terminal right here, 2B. Let's go do this, guys.
Attention, pickpocket.
There's always a running joke with Snow and my friends about grabbing a burger at one of the American burger joints. Well, Carl's Jr., McDonald's, and Burger King, and I think now Burger King's Brazilian, but in any event, I definitely got to get me some fast food while I'm here. Woo! But working through the airport, this luggage is heavy, and I am definitely getting a workout. We're almost there, 2B's where we gotta go, Air Morocco. too. All right, it's been a while since I've done it this way, but we came down the ramp right back there behind us, and now we hop on the buses and they'll carry us over there to the main terminal. All right, guys, I made my connector in Morocco, but I gotta tell you, that was the biggest, most chaotic mess I've ever seen at an airport. Nothing ever even close. So our flight was, I guess, delayed about 45 minutes out of Morocco, and it was a full plane, or out of Paris. It was a full plane flying Royal Air Morocco, and so we got in about 45 minutes late, and everyone who had connectors through international had to go through security. So when we get to the security line where we gotta, put our bags and all that stuff, the line was not moving, and everybody there's connectors all over here. There must be another 10 flights of connectors, and everybody just started cutting in line, pushing people out of the way, just grouping up, ducking under the line. Security had zero control over it. I have never seen anything like that at an airport. It was complete pandemonium, completely out of control, a complete mob. Fortunately, I was able to make it through. I think all the planes are going to wait for the connecting flights, because I think that's probably the main feeder plane to all the rest of these flights anyway. But wow, I'm telling you, man, it was chaos. I'm thankful that I made it. I'm sweating carrying all those parts through here. It has been a long journey. I did not get to film anything. My phone is absolutely dead. I was able to just get out a little message to Snow and let her know that we made it through. I don't know how late this flight is going to get in. They still don't have an update yet. This plane right now is only about 10% full, so I think there's still a mess back there at security. But anyway, this is where I'm going to let you go. I'll keep you posted when we get the parts in the shop. From Asia, and this plane filled up fast. I don't know if it's construction workers here or maybe military, but they came and they filled this plane quick. So it looks like we're boarded and about to go. There he is.
Yeah, me work on a move.
Oh, you work at a Nomo?
Me work on a move from airport. He's the driver man.
Yeah, he picked me up. He dropped me off here.
Yeah. Get the front.
All right, we have made it back to Conakry, And the airport wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. There was a long wait because I was to the back of the plane, so I had to wait to everybody go through customs. But after that, I dropped my stuff on the scanner, the x-ray, walked right through, no problem. The Anomo van was here to pick me up, which was so exciting because my phone is dead. And so now we're back to the hotel, back to Snow, back to the cats. Tomorrow morning, well, it is morning, but in a few hours, we're back to the shop. It was such a long trip, man.
Mr. Curt.
It was so difficult.
How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you, Alpha?
I'm good. What about you?
Tired. I'm very tired. It was a long trip, but they got my parts. So this is the...
But finally, you got...
Finally.
All right. What was better, like, if you went to find the part, like, if isn't you, that will take a lot of time.
Yeah. So I got 2 oil filters. You don't need oil filters. So all these. Bonjour. How are you today? Finally.
Here.
This right here. Look at this. Woo!
Yeah, finally, look.
I will take it carefully.
Yes.
Oh.
You have to feed it 2 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still got.
You see that?
That's what we need right there. That's the important
It's
piece.
very important here.
And it's hooked up, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yeah.
And there's 1 clamp. I think it's this clamp right here. They did not have. But you can get it off of the other one or find it. It's a standard clamp. It's not anything.
What she got?
What is it now?
I want to video.
Oh, you want to switch to video?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
They just put the camera.
Oh, they put it on. Nice.
Take them. A lot of time to take out the holes.
Yeah, they're difficult to get out. I learned that in Kundara. It was very difficult to get out.
Oh. Wait. So wait. The holes.
Yeah.
The all parts.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't.
Again, they
With the video, the audio, the sound is not very good. Maybe we take it off of.
the sound.
Yeah, the sound. It breaks up because I think my connection's not so strong.
Okay.
So
Sorry. You know, that take a lot of time to take out the old parts.
Yeah.
But now they are fixing the new one. I don't think that will take a lot of time like the other. Okay.
It goes faster putting it back than it does taking it out. I know that. It took them many hours to get it out, but only a few hours to get it back. So maybe that's good news for the mechanics.
Yeah. It's very good news. I think, but not sure.
Yeah.
I think you can get it late today.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow morning, late. I think.
Okay. What time will you message me? Maybe if you think it will be tomorrow, message me later today. I don't know, maybe 3:30 or 4. What time do you close? 5?
We close at this time. We close
Good morning. I'm good. Room 307. We need to stay one more night, and I booked it online. How are you? Good morning. Curt's trying to book a driver because it's time to go get the van.
And
What do you think?
to be honest with you, they're out test driving it right now, so I haven't got the full confirmation, but if something's wrong, I want to be there. If it's working, I want to be there. We want to get the van. We want to get out of here. We want to get south. So we are beyond anxious. We rushed to get the part back on Tuesday, I believe.
Wednesday morning.
Started work on Wednesday morning. They thought it would be one day. Well, Wednesday passed, Thursday passed, and today is Friday. And the last thing we want to do is spend another weekend here. So, fingers crossed, guys. We're going to head up there and see what's going on.
Okay, here's the update. They took it for a test drive. It ran. It had power. They say everything is good, but they need to put everything back together and do some fluid changes. They need to change the oil, the fuel filters, all the filters. Curt brought all that back with him. So we just went right over here and paid some of the bill. We got to pay another part of the bill over here. We don't know why it's in two different places. Honestly, we don't care. But we will get a ride back to the hotel and come back a little bit later this afternoon when it's all put together. And then we'll take it for a test drive ourselves and feel and make sure everything's good. But the mechanic said it had power, and he's the same one that drove it when it didn't have power. I don't know if you can see the relief that's off my shoulders and off Curt's shoulders. It'll be even more so when we get in the van and drive it ourselves. But we had this fear of getting here. The last unknown was where the parts Curt flew to Paris to get. Where are they going to fix the van? Seems like they did.
Drive from
Europe.
Europe
Yes, we took the ferry to Morocco,
to Guinea
to Guinea.
in the car.
Yep, and we will go all the way to South Africa,
Hey.
and then we will go up the other side to Kenya. We are back at the mechanic's shop. Seta Motors is the name of the place. And we just got the word, Seta Auto. We just got word we can take the van. We're fixing to get into our van and drive out of here. We'll wait and let y'all do that with us. And then we'll probably wind this episode down.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Bye. We need a selfie,
All right, thanks.
a picture with the mechanic.
The mechanic.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'm home.
I think you're too far forward. I think you're scooted forward. You might have forgotten.
Oh yeah, she's back.
She's back.
Guess who's back?
They have to open it this way, Curt.
Hey man, we're done. We're out of here. We're finished. Thanks, man. Hey, safe journey, brother.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. You take care.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry if you guys are getting blinded by my teeth. My smile's so big. We have power in the van again. Wow. Feels pretty
It
good.
really does, guys. This has been a challenge, and we know it hasn't been fun and seeing exciting things, but one of the things we always promise on this channel is we will show you the good, the bad, and everything in between. And even though the past 3 weeks has been one of the worst, I must tell you that there has been something really bright and good about this, and that is the people of Guinea. They are incredible. When we were at our lowest and most vulnerable in Kundara, they helped us. When we got here, every driver we've had, everyone at the hotel, and everyone there at Seta Motors, I can't even say how wonderful these people are, and it come out and be enough. But we're back. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps us a lot. And if you want to see more of our videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos come out. We'll see you guys in a few days from somewhere out here in the world. Cheers.